Hey, good morning. It's Mobb Guppy, where the Guppy is the mob. Just thought I'd jump in for a few minutes and say hi. Big live stream later on tonight. I'm awake. I have the day off. Bolo woke me up at about 4:15. All good. So good morning. I hope you had a really good 4th. I kept low key. My neighborhood last year literally sounded like a war zone. This week it sounded like Chicago on a Saturday night. There was fireworks going off. I took Bolo to walk in the middle of it, but he didn't notice. He didn't care because he's deaf. Having a cup of Joe. I'm gonna make breakfast here after we talk and doing laundry. Yeah, pretty exciting life, everybody. And I've got to finish getting these water changes done. Got some stuff complete, but I've got more to do. So I'll get that done today. I think I'm finally rested from my vacation. My fish tanks aquatics. Good morning. Good morning, Grego. Oh man. So I hope all is going well in your little hood, wherever you are. It's like 65 degrees outside right now here. It's going to get up to 88 today. Just enjoying life. You guys have today off? Your paid job? There's never really a day off, is there? Never really a day off at all. Oh, man. Yes, off today. Excellent. I have to do my company. They have us do a daily report, and I usually polish that off the night before, mainly because I don't want my first hour and a half at work to be doing a stupid report. I'd rather do it at home than get other work done, and I can get out of the office earlier. Getting off a few minutes earlier is really strong for me. 70 degrees, high of 91. Very humid. Working my normal long hours today. Yeah, there you go. I get it. And by the way, work is really good. And I know a lot of people are working hard so they can go and enjoy a good retirement, and I have no problem with that. The deal is, though, having something to do keeps you young and active. And one of the things about the fish hobby is that there's sort of always something you can do. Yeah, the joys of working retail. Yeah. I worked for years in the hotel industry, which was open every day of the year. Sort of like, Waffle House and Denny's and Perkins, convenience stores. Those places never shut down. So it's the cops, the firemen, fire people. Those are always jobs that are 365 days a year. So people are working the holidays. I know my next door neighbor, one of my neighbors is a cop. He was working last night. He was pulling out. So that's Lord knows some grocery stores are open. Melvin, good morning, my friend. Yeah, so but what's funny is that if you look at people and if you haven't been exposed to these types of people, you will be at some point. Depends on your age, etc. You'll meet people who are in their like mid 80s who are still working 50 hours a week, and they are mentally pretty doggone with it. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, and then you get in. There are some people that once they hit retirement, they stop doing anything. They just sit on their tookuses, and the problem is they get old really quick because they have nothing to go through and to do. And whatever your interests are when you hit that retirement age, keeping fish aquariums, being involved with your religious faith, whatever that may be, doing volunteer work, doing whatever, that junk keeps people alive and happy. My mom, up to her last 6 months on the planet, until she broke her hip, she was volunteering several days a week. She was pretty busy. My old man in his 70s ran for political office. He served a 4-year term, and he enjoyed it. My dad and mom moved to a place. It's one of these granola crunching people like the Grateful Dead, hippies, areas in Bellingham, Washington. My parents were the opposite. If you're going to sit there and say, what do middle American people look like? My parents' pictures would be there, and they went and enjoyed being up there. So my dad ran for office, and if he told his political beliefs, he would never have been elected. Because this was the Bernie Sanders crowd. That was not my dad. So my dad was the Ronald Reagan crowd. So my dad's platform is that he's the nice old man who waves at you as he's walking his dog. That was his deal. That's how he did everything. So he served in office, and I think he said he voted no on everything. So there you go. Oh, man. So I got to log into the office here. I just realized something. I have to take a peek. That's good. This is how bizarre my life is. I can actually do stuff at work while I am um, while I'm at home. So that's kind of nice. Let me look at something here. Just make sure everything looks good. Because the computers are up and running at my office 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And boop, boop. Yeah, it looks good to me. Looks good to me in my little hood. All right. Nice to take a look at those things. Hey, GRB Aquatics, Chattanooga Ed. Yeah, I'll tell you what. You know why you don't see me on a 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Eastern live streams? Not because I don't want to be there, but I get up at 3:40 in the morning. Yeah, I mean it's all good. Well, GRB Aquatics, where you are, is probably in the evening now. So there you go. Yeah, that's why if you see me at like 10 p.m., good luck. Eastern time, I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm normally asleep. Last night I stayed up all the way to 9 p.m. Yeah, it was pretty fancy. But this one got me up at normal time. 7 o'clock in Western Australia. That's what I thought, GRB Aquatics. See, we're your post dinner thing, unless you do a later dinner. How's the Aussie thing for dinner? Now, you're enjoying a nice hot chocolate. There you go. It is winter in beautiful Australia. My family growing up, we ate dinner about 7:30 to 8 p.m. every night. My dad would get home from work, he'd light the grill. My mom would hand him a plate of meat to throw on the grill. And, by the time everything was sort of done, earliest we ate was like at 7, but it's normally 7:30 to 8. My mom's side of the family, I was at a Thanksgiving where dinner was not served until 9 p.m. And you go to certain areas of the United States, like Thanksgiving, you're in the South, you're in like South Carolina, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, probably as well. They're eating Thanksgiving at noon, 1 o'clock. It's it's going on from there. My dad's side of the family, my aunt and uncle, it was once it hit 5 p.m., dinner was served. One of my aunt and uncles used to have me over all the time when I was living in a hometown. My parents were living on the West Coast. And my aunt said, be here before 5 because we eat at 5 straight up. It was like, bam. So it's because I go to bed at before 8. Dinner time here when the beer runs out. Joking. You're having hot chocolate, so you must be done. By the way, those who have not spent time with Aussies, absolutely the best people. My California Reds or who's Marlboro Reds? Yeah, my California Reds that you're asking about, yeah, they're holding true. They're looking good. In fact, it's Barbara Jackson has them. Does a lot of the Fish Fam stuff. It's Color Guppies, Funday. He's got some. Most of your family's from Iowa or Minnesota. Yeah. Yeah, my dad's side of the family, yeah, they're eating Thanksgiving dinner, about 5 p.m. It's 4 o'clock, something like that. My mom's side of the family, late. My brother-in-law's parents, even though you grew up in Missouri, well, you were just sort of moving south as time went in. I can remember going to one at my brother-in-law's parents, like lovely people. His stepfather's since passed away. But his mom was around. His mom was a part of my spreading the ashes of my parents. So they're very close to my family. And we went to the parents in San Francisco were hosting Thanksgiving when my niece came to the United States for the first time. My brother-in-law was in the Marines, and they were in Tokyo. My sister's youngest child was born in Tokyo. Pretty cool. And so she came to the United States for the first time. So everyone went to San Francisco to see her. And I remember my mom saying, this is a formal Thanksgiving dinner. You must wear a suit. So earlier in the day, and it was like we were arriving at the thing at like 5 p.m. So I'm all suited up, or I'm getting ready to be suited up. I'm not suiting up at noon. So at noon, the hors d'oeuvres and cocktails start. Well, she moved out of Tokyo. My brother-in-law got transferred back to the United States when the little girl was like 2. So born there, spent her first couple of years there. My nephews remember Japan really well because they were a little bit older. I would love to go to Japan. Totally agree with you guys. Absolutely. So it's like noon. So the drinks are flowing, appetizers going at my uncle and aunt and uncles in San Francisco. And my aunt said, can Peter, you and Carolyn go to the grocery store and get some wine and hors d'oeuvres to bring tonight? So she gave us a little list. And I was wearing, this is like all-star, okay, a Jerry Springer t-shirt. Cargo shorts, black socks, and wingtip shoes. So I go to, so I'm going to the grocery store, and my cousin is just berating me. She's going, don't be anywhere near me. I can't believe you're wearing this. You know, what do I care? Did I care? No, I love my cousin. She's a great lady. She's unfortunately no longer with us as she passed away from cancer. And so she goes, you go on the other side, you pick up the Triscuits and pickled herring, whatever I was getting. And a cheese ball. I'll go to the other side and get the wine. Okay, that's fine. So we're walking in, and people are gawking at me. And she just lit up, and she goes, okay, let's change that. You're walking with me the entire time. No, she had liver cancer. And it's my aunt, who's like 88 years old now. Yeah, brain cancer is bad. Her middle child died of brain cancer. Oldest one from liver cancer. Her husband from cancer. So she has one living son, and she has the one son who passed away from brain cancer. He has 3 girls. And so, but my aunt is, you know, she's really gone through it, is really, really a great lady, very strong. And so we're walking through the Safeway in Menlo Park, California. Menlo Park is part of Silicon Valley. You know, pretty fancy people. And, you know, in San Francisco, if people start staring at you, you've won. It's like a win. Because that place, there's lots of eccentric people. Yeah, the Jerry Springer t-shirt, classy. Yeah. And so yeah, that was funny. And so we picked up our stuff. There was a Starbucks open next door. We went over there, got a couple of cups of coffee. And bingo, dunno, it was fun. And when you go through I got to spend time with family members last week when I was on vacation. And, you know, it was wonderful to do. And for those of you who have family members, if your parents or grandparents are still living, spend as much time with them as possible. Ask them questions. Everything will be okay. Really, really had a nice time, though. Really had a nice time. So other than that, gang, I'm going to check out. I got to get junk done. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back tonight. I'll see you this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Mobb Guppy's normal Monday night deal. Adios.